Kekana, soccer analyst, well-known soccer analyst actually here in South Africa, and a man who has close links to Orlando Pirates for the last 20 years, really. David, this is not just a body blow to Orlando Pirates. It's a body blow to South African football at a time when it seemed we found somebody that could lead our national team out of the doldrums where we've been for the last decade almost.
Yeah, I mean, 10 years of no fruits at all. And South Africa has been craving for something special from their national team. I mean, we always are talking about the 1996 team because that is the only symbol that we can cling to that really represents success as far as South Africa is concerned. And now Sheikh Mashaba has taken a team of youngsters as well as a mixture of players that have got experience. And, you know, this current race that Sheikhs has embarked on is so important because we have not qualified for any tournament since 2006. The qualifications that happened beyond that happened because we were hosts. There has been a lull as far as the national team is concerned, and here comes this young boy who has kept 4 clean sheets in 4 qualifiers, which is something unheard of. I mean, people think that Senzo Meyiwa has been a national asset for quite a long time. No, Senzo has only played in 7 matches for Bafana Bafana. Yeah. He's kept 6 clean sheets, conceded only 1 goal against Australia. Yeah. That's a remarkable achievement that he's achieved at Bafana Bafana. Before that, he's played second fiddles to Itumeleng Khune.
It's amazing that you say that he's played so little for Bafana Bafana, and you think the impact that he's made. He's really a guy that's led this young team so well. Talk to us about the man himself, the guy that you've interacted with on one-on-one.
Well, a guy with a smile. I used to call him the guy with a smile because Senzo, whenever you arrive and you're speaking to him, that's the first thing that you see, the smile. But it is how genuine behind that smile the guy is that you see that he means everything when he embraces you, when he chats to you. One thing about him, I mean, I've been relating a story. 2 months ago, Orlando Pirates played at Orlando Stadium at night on a Saturday, and I was in Durban already, having done a game during the day in Durban. At around about 1 o'clock in the hotel lobby, there is Senzo Meyiwa, and he's calling me, and I'm thinking, who is this from a distance? I'm going towards him and say, Senzo, it can't be you. You just played now. He says, no, I played, and after playing, I drove. I said, that's not the way to do it, my brother. You remember Leslie Manyatela? And he said, yes. He said, but I was safe. I just had to drive. And I said, it better be good what you had to drive all the way from Joburg that soon. But he was a guy with such a big heart. Somebody that really was the unifying force behind Orlando Pirates. I mean, these are the type of players that Ivan Khoza like. I mean, he likes people with a lot of humility, somebody who likes peace within a side. And Senzo was that type. I spoke to Lucky Lukhwati a month ago, and like he was saying, he heard that Senzo is going to be made captain of Orlando Pirates, and he was very happy because this is the boy that embodied Orlando Pirates from as young as 13 years old, playing in the Pirates development. He is Mr. Orlando Pirates, according to him, somebody that really needs to carry Orlando Pirates forward.
Yeah, amazing young man. You could see the effect that it had on the whole of the team. There were tears at the camp yesterday when the news was announced of his passing. But you know, he's a special guy, a special way of celebrating goals when teams scored. Yes. That always stood out for me personally. But what will Senzo be remembered for? And it's really sad to be thinking like that just more than 24 hours later.
I think for me, from a footballing perspective, I think Senzo was the best shot stopper we had in South Africa, better than Itumeleng Khune. Itumeleng Khune commands his area very well. Pound for pound, Senzo as a shot stopper has no peers in this league. And he raised his game. Somebody who saw his shortcomings, when he started Orlando Pirates, he didn't have the start that he expected. I mean, his celebration of jumping and punching the sky after a goal he scored or after Orlando Pirates win will always be legendary. But Senzo was always ahead of Itumeleng Khune as far as the national team is concerned. Went from under 17, under 20, even at under 23. Khune only started overtaking him at under 23. And he pushed Khune to be what Khune is today as far as national team level is concerned. But he is, for me, the best shortstopper that you can find. But when he realized that Khune had overtaken him, he never sat on his laurels and said, no, I'm not going to fight. He fought hard to find himself in a position where now he was commanding that armband. Irrespective of whether Khune was injured, I think that Shakes Mashaba was going to have a headache in terms of choosing who was going to be the goalkeeper for him during the qualifier. Hence, he gave him the armband because he knew that the boy had a big heart, the boy had a future, and the boy was supposed to be the leader for Orlando Pirates and the leader for Bafana Bafana. I mean, he made 158 starts for Orlando Pirates. He made 63 clean sheets for Orlando Pirates. Yeah. That's why they call him Mr. Clean Sheet, others.
Yeah, no, Mr. Clean Sheet is no more. David, thank you for joining us and giving us a unique insight into the man. Senzo Meyiwa is no more, but he will live long and very long in the memory of all South Africans.
Yes.
And let's hope, like Leslie Manyetela's Golden Boot will now get a Golden Glove award at the end of every season. That'll be the Senzo Meyiwa award because he's made such a wonderful contribution.
Very much so. I mean, 4 years he was Orlando Pirates' best goalkeeper of the season, including when Munib Joseph was there. Yeah. And last year he won the Chairman's Award for playing 51 out of 53 games for Orlando Pirates. It tells you about the guy. Never gets injured. He's always there, always reliable.
A total servant of South African football. Thanks, David. David Kekana, football analyst, and, a man that knows all about the goings-on in South African football. Thanks, David, for joining us today. What are you talking about? What are you saying around this horror story that's played itself out here in South Africa the last 48 hours? Let's take a look at SABC Newsroom. That's where you can give us your contributions on Twitter. We love what you say. Black Soul says, Senzo Meyiwa, may his soul rest in peace. We're keeping the Meyiwa family in our prayers. Rest in peace, young warrior. Yes, a young warrior is no more. Ricky Singh says, the killing of Senzo Meyiwa is symbolic of a South Africa where we report 43 murders a day. Nothing to be proud of. Tragic. That's right, Ricky. It is rather tragic. Bongozi Ngwenya says, my soul is in mourning. Who would take a life just for an electronic device? R.I.P. Senzo Meyiwa. Jesus will give you justice. I can tell you there are a lot of desperate people in this country. Mangaliso says, why do bad things happen to good people? You've done a lot for this country and therefore I salute you, my good sir. R.I.P. Senzo Meyiwa. R.I.P. King Senzo says, stay strong. Your test will become your testimony. Your mess will become your message. Senzo Meyiwa, rest in peace. Let's now take a look at what